Hello everybody and welcome back to the BoC of Cooladon, where we do crazy builds and champs where they are not supposed to be. Bard is a support, but this is a support that kind of stuck with me more than I expected him to. When I first tried Bard, he was difficult. I didn't understand him. I didn't understand a lot of champs when I started playing. But after getting Master 7 with Kindred, I can handle more difficult champs, and Bard by far, other than Ivern, is probably the most funnest champ for me to play. So one day I was just curious and I wanted to play him mid because he seemed like he can do burst damage and he seemed to kind of handle his own. So I decided to take him mid, and since he is a support, he has a kit as a support. So I thought in my head, what if I can win lane, I can help other lanes, because technically then I'll be a roaming support. I'll never forget the game when I played Kindred mid and I went against an Echo. Echo left lane constantly, but where he was is he was helping his other lanes out. Even though I got the second turret in the game, he basically fed everybody else on his team to the point whereas I couldn't carry the team. And that was my original idea of Bard mid. So now I made a makeshift room page for him and I tested it out. I tested it out with Grunt King 60 and I tested it out with Toretta. Well, it works to a certain extent. I'm gonna have to have ganks in the game in order to actually excel late game, but as long as you have a trusted jungler with you, you should be able to pretty much excel at any point, because once you kill your laner, you can just roam with your jungler to go get kills and assists all over the map and just help get objectives and whatnot. So Bard is squishy, so that means any assassin can pretty much kill him, because majority of assassins are quick, can get in your face fast, and it's an overall danger. So don't play him against any kind of assassins or certain mages. Mages are the key point to who he can be, just because magic versus magic. Don't play him against Diana, because Diana right now is OP. She really doesn't have a counter as for yet that I know of. Against a Bard, definitely do not play him against her. Don't play Cooladon because he is an anti-mage, which is strange when you think about it. He's a mage himself, but he's an anti-mage. He can take down other mages pretty quick for some reason. And lastly, Fizz, mostly because he can just eat out your stun, and with your stun being your only real damage in your kit, you need to connect every stun you can get, every hit you can get, you need to connect it. Okay, so Rune Rise, I thought about sorcery didn't work. I thought about domination, and Electrocute is the best thing for him. The reason Dark Harvest does not work for him is because Dark Harvest needs time to build, and he doesn't have time. He doesn't have the damage to build with burst. And what you need is Electrocute for early game burst damage, where the enemy laner is not expecting that burst damage, and that's what you're gonna account for. Next, you should have Taste of Blood, Eyeball Collection, and Ravenous Hunter should that should finish up the domination tree for your first set of runs. Secondly, you want to take Nimbus Cloak and Gathering Storm from the sorcery tree as your secondaries. This is just for more sustain in lane and more ability power late game, of course. And for right now, where the game is, I feel like Bard mid is very possible. He is fun and just plain dumb, to be honest with you. When you get fed, you do massive amount of damage, and when you fail trying to get fed, you still just look funny. And you can't help but to laugh and just be happy about that. Okay, so like I said, you're gonna have to have a good jungler who can understand to come gank and understand that you can go help them or he can help you at any time. So this was actually the first game I played without a trusted jungler. This was a completely random jungler, and I kind of just had to trust him because I really didn't have a choice. And by him constantly ganking you and you roaming with him, you guys are both making a jungle and mid difference, which is gonna affect late game very hard, especially depending on what kind of jungle you have. Like for Garen, he was pretty much good. He scaled very good, and every kill and assist he got, I was either there to help him or get him out of trouble. Lastly, you're gonna have to learn how to roam. I have to learn how to roam a lot more. With Kindred, I never really roamed early on before, but now I understand that as a mid laner, it's your job to basically roam and help your team out, especially if you have domination over your lane. So as Bard, you need to be roaming. This is just so you can get kills and assists and help your team get fed. And you have to understand that you don't have to leave your tower behind. I left my tower behind most throughout the entire game, and even late game when we actually destroyed their nexus, my tower never got destroyed. I still had all 2 of my towers, whereas top and bot both lost theirs late game. So Bard mid in a nutshell is fun. It's difficult, but the payoff is really good if you actually get it off. I was lucky enough to have a Orion Soul as a laner, because then he's pretty much not a good laner. I played him before and it's just he's not made for mid, to be all honest with you. He's more for top, if you ask me, because every assassin can pretty much get right in his face, and once you get in Soul's face, he has no defense against you, and this is pretty much game over. So guys, and this is pretty much it for Bard mid. Remember, this is a new series. I'm actually writing scripts out for it, and I actually enjoy playing these crazy builds and actually trying to make them work more than I actually expected them to. So expect more episodes every Wednesday, and I hope you guys enjoy this long commentary. I don't usually do this, but I heard multiple people tell me I should do more commentary because that's what they like to hear. So I wanted to appeal to all my subscribers in some way or fashion. So with that being said, guys, that's gonna be it for this episode. I will see you guys next Wednesday with Ringguard top, and it's gonna be ridiculous. I already have a gameplay made, and I already have the video pre-edited. All I gotta do is make a script for it, and that'll be done for that video. I have another League of Legends video Friday with Infinity Skyblock Saturday, and I'm thinking of Runeterra Monday, just because that's a new game, and it's actually very similar to Magic, Yu-Gi-Oh and um, Yu-Gi-Oh and Pokemon. But with that being said, guys, I'm gonna end it off here. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Stay after the outro clip just so you can see a sneak peek of next week's episode of Ringguard Talk. And with that being said, guys, we don't really have enough time to just play music, but I will kind of cut off short just so you can hear a little bit of the song by Diamond Eyes. With that being said, guys, I hope you guys enjoy, and make sure you come back next week for the next one. That being said, deuces.
Reach for the stars, 'cause we're aiming high.
I live inside my own world of make-believe. Kids screaming in the cradles, profanities. I see the world through eyes covered in ink and bleach. Cross out the ones who heard my cries and watched me